runes were actually a form of alphabetic writing, with magic being a very secondary application. Although there are some indications indeed of the use of runes for a magical purpose, they were never used in these terms in the same way as the Romantic New Age movement imagined, meaning that, historically speaking, the magical use of runes was very little and quite specific, mostly as iconography and/or symbolism. Runes were first and foremost a form of writing. The idea that all runes are magical is a mistake, as most of the content of runic texts dating from the Viking Age, 8th century to the 11th centuries, more or less, surprisingly has no direct relation to religious themes, myths, or magic. These runes mainly address festive, literary, and funerary themes. As for the minority of runes that indeed address religious themes, they are related to magic, invocations, enchantments for the deity Thor, and healing practices. Mostly not the runes as a healing means through magic, but rather apotropaic charms in which the runes, being a means of writing, the intention and the invocation to Thor were written, right? And this may seem strange to some people, and it is understandable, as runes are mostly associated with Odin, the god Odin, and there are many modern inventions surrounding runes and Odin, but in fact the only source that associates Odin with runes are some verses from the Havamal, in which it does not specify which runes he created and/or found. In fact, the poem, the Havamal, makes vague references to Odin creating runes or runes originating from him. However, even though runir in Old Norse inevitably gets translated as runes, it was actually a broader term in Old Norse, with rune being a reference to any letter or character or symbol. We cannot say for sure whether this text intends to give credit to Odin with the writing system or with particular written invocations or magical symbols. It may have been an invention of the author of the poem, being the only more concrete evidence concerning Odin and the runes, a connection between this deity to particular magical symbols or text written on amulets. Archaeologically speaking, magical charms often invoke Thor and not Odin, interestingly enough.